Well, you probably got here late, but I appreciate you either way. I have returned the Razer laptop that I bought, and I have gone out and purchased a replacement laptop from a competitor. So I figured I'd set it up, chat with people, play some games in between, because the setup is, long and boring. Let's hope this works. It's possible that I'm about to be embarrassed and have to actually apologize to tech support people at Razer. I'm going to bet that's not the case, but it's possible. All right, there's the power. And here is the laptop itself. Make sure there's nothing else in here I need. All right. Cautiously optimistic. Wow, that's a huge brick of a power supply. I mean, granted, I went ahead and got the 17-inch laptop because, I like a bigger screen, especially now that my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. And because it wasn't crazy heavy, whereas, some of my older big laptops were way too heavy. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Katie. How are y'all? All right, let me get this plugged in. Hey, Matt, love from a New Zealander living in the UK. Awesome. Shannon's good. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'll probably be playing stuff soon. I replaced the laptop and I want to get it set up, especially to get the main test done that I want to get done, to make sure that I'm not an idiot who said a laptop was broken when it wasn't. If this one has a similar issue, then I might need to return it and reconsider my laptop purchase. But despite the fact that I used to work for them, or possibly, I guess, in part, when I went shopping to try to figure out what was available today, I ended up with a Dell G7 17-inch gaming laptop. And we are getting ready to turn it on for the first time. And I'm going to have it set up off to the side over here. And I'll do some of its setup and everything else while I chat with you guys and, Wait, which glasses are these? Oh, these are the ones I can actually see the screen with, so I'll put them on. Northern Spike just subbed with Tier 1. Thanks for the Tier 1 subscription. Here's the sound that's supposed to play.
Redacted, 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 redacted.
You just had to go live right when you post new videos for us to watch, huh? I posted all those videos yesterday. I just posted one. I set them live to the world. If you were a patron, you would have gotten all of those videos and access to all those videos last night. Why would you be surprised that I got a Dell? I mean, granted, I used to work for them. Man, I have great t-shirts. This is one that I actually made and sold for a while. You can see my face down at the bottom there that says, I don't know and you don't either, the brain in the vat thing. We didn't sell very many of them, but I had one. So, all right. I need to get the power cord out of the way. And I need to get this iced tea out of the way because this is yesterday's iced tea. And it won't be good. Oof, the burn. All right. I'm going to commence setup. But I need to run downstairs. I need to get my controller because I'm probably going to play some Isaac. And I want to dump this iced tea and get a new iced tea. Well, don't send people who aren't equipped for it. If you're just sending people in so that they feel bad and get insulted, I'm not approving of that. All right. Yeah, let me run downstairs before I power this up. I want to dump this tea, get a fresh tea, and grab one more thing, and I'll be right back up here. Yeah, be right back. All right. I almost came back up without my DualShock controller. Just because I got distracted by other crap while I was down there, including getting an iced tea. Oh. Let's see. Anyone surprised that Josh Duggar got arrested for child? Whoa, what? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Oh, he's the is he the oldest boy? Yeah, he's the oldest boy. Okay. For some reason, I thought we were talking about Jim Bob for a second. All right, let's see. If there's no God, why did my grandpa smile right before he died? What if he would have screamed? Would that have meant that there was no God? I mean, what reaction could someone have at the near the moment of death that couldn't be interpreted as something like that? But I mean, it's a bad argument across the board. But it's like, what would falsify this bullshit knowledge that they have? Cool. All right. I don't have a second camera set up. That's one of the purposes this will serve, because I'm going to be doing a little bit more traveling coming up. I need the ability to do the show on the road without taking an entire PC and everything here that's at the desk, and just taking the bare minimum. So getting a good gaming laptop or high-end laptop is kind of essential. So I'm doing okay. Thanks, Ryan B. Ryan B. Cham. Wow. So yeah, we're gonna push in power right now. Wow. It's got some cool lighting around it. I see the familiar Dell logo that I saw for years when I worked there. So yeah, this is going to be set up, and yeah, it's got a backlit keyboard, and it's got a little like light along the front edge that lights down on the table below it. I don't know if I like that or not, but I just want to get this completely set up and updated.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help. A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC.
Yeah. Hi, Cortana. We're putting you on mute instantly and forever. What happened in Israel today? I haven't seen any news. I had to get over and return something today, and then was busy with lunch on all this stuff. So okay, setting it up on the network, and it'll do the updates soon. Great Patreon content released yesterday. Thank you, Hot Rod. Considering I haven't, the debates haven't been all that impressive to do reviews of. And when I started working on a debate review, the outline and notes for it, I didn't really think it was going to be that good, because while the debate I thought with Trent was fine, there wasn't much more to add or analyze. And then I realized that I hadn't gone through his criteria and expressly pointed out how it was actually good criteria, but what he was doing with it. And then I just sat down and in one 20-minute take went, here's this and this. Granted, I had notes. I don't completely work off the top of my head, but here's this and here's this and here's this. And I've never set any of the videos up as a premiere, but I was really happy with the deconstruction of his position. So I set it as a premiere just because I'd never done that before, just to see if it gets any more attention as a premiere. But let's see. Sunnyside got muted. Oh, Cortana. Yeah, I was muting Cortana. Yes. 45 trampled at a religious event. Oh, man. I can't even really blame religion. There's just, stuff like this happens in and out of that. But, even without hearing any other details, it's just frustrating. Could you quickly explain why beliefs aren't choices? My partner's having trouble with the concept, and I'm not getting through to her. We're both currently watching. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm using particular language. There are some people who want to see distinctions between I believe and I think that, and to me, it doesn't matter. But when I talk about a belief, I'm talking about a concrete position that you either accept or you do not accept. Now, that means that every single thing that you're convinced of, let's say that instead of belief, I'm talking about things you are convinced of. And so the question is, how do you become convinced? Well, you don't just choose. You can choose to act as if you believe something. You can choose to act as if something's true, but beliefs are the result of becoming convinced. Now, you can become convinced for really bad reasons. You could become convinced for fallacious emotional appeals, or you could become convinced because of good evidence. But there's nothing about saying, I'm just going to choose to be convinced. Convinced is a state that you have no volition over, something that happens to you. Just like you didn't, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? You didn't choose your favorite flavor. It just became your favorite flavor. You didn't say, boom, Rocky Road, I'm choosing that to be my favorite. Even if you were to state that, you would still have reasons behind it that shows that you became convinced that this is your current favorite ice cream. If you become convinced and it's not an act of volition, I don't really know how else to describe it other than if you think you choose your beliefs, then choose to believe gravity doesn't work. Choose to believe your bank account has $45 million on it. Choose to believe that the bus coming down the street is imaginary and isn't going to hit you. Please don't do any of this. I'm pointing it out kind of exaggerated for clarity. If we could choose our beliefs, then there'd be no reason at all to ever discuss reason and reasoning, because I'll just choose to believe this no matter what the evidence says. Because the truth is, for every position we hold, we become convinced by the weight of the facts surrounding it, whether it's individually, discreetly presented bits of evidence or what we've observed. But it's kind of like I didn't choose to love someone. That's something that happened to me as well. Oh, there's Sunnyside. Have you seen the clip of Joe Rogan saying he's an idiot? Joe Rogan got heavy backlash. No, I haven't. So after I did a show the other day saying that he's a dangerous idiot, he's now admitting he's a dangerous idiot. I'm sure he did get a lot of backlash, but Sunnyside says the idea is called doxastic volunteerism. Wow, my tongue's not working today. Those take the position of doxastic volunteerism, take the position they believe they can change their belief as a result of pure will. If DV is true, then beliefs can become irrelevant. They're as subjective as your favorite color. Wow. So yeah, I kind of said all that, but Sunnyside put a nice bow on it. So thanks again. 45 million. Oddly specific number, Matt. Are you in any money trouble? Blink for confirmation. Yes, I'm in desperate need of $45 million. All right, we're connected to the network. See, I would have had this mostly set up, but you guys are so distracting. Okay, they're doing the important setup to do, and I have to wait. I know what I can do. I can accept this Windows 10 license agreement, whether I want to or not. Okay. I'm trying to catch it in between. I'm agreeing to terms of service and whether or not I want certain features turned on or off. I think I just agreed to like some McAfee virus protection or something. Okay, it's rebooting. Let's see. Oh, there were bits cheered. Pray for Matt's 45 million. Outstanding. Thanks for the sub, Naughty KO. 7 months. Here's Seth. Redacted. He's admitting he's an idiot. I wonder if even he knows what he said was dangerous. He's even saying, I wouldn't believe myself. So after the pushback and people saying that I'm shitty for pushing back on Joe, Joe's now acknowledging he's an idiot. And I'm assuming this was with regard to the don't get vaccinated thing. Hello, London Bros. Thanks for the bits. Someone buys Matt a lottery ticket and calls it a prayer. I'd say it has a chance. I got a question, Matt Delaney. Hello, the ungodly atheist. Not sure if you remember, but what was the name of the AXP What was the name of the AXP episode where you got a caller who kept saying "yeah" over and over? So first of all, the Atheist Experience doesn't have episode names. It's just a number for the episode. And over 16 years, I couldn't even tell you what year the episode you're talking about aired, let alone what episode number or name. How's your puppy doing? My puppy doesn't exist here. I've given it away. My puppy lives with Jimmy in Colorado. Hi, Matt. Hi, Chad. How's everyone doing this beautiful Friday evening? I'm doing all right. Getting good grades. Uh-oh. Somebody started a hype train. There's a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Old Klein. I'm doing good. I'm not American. Just wondering how excited anyone is who's American is about the prospect of Biden's American Families Plan. As an outsider, it almost sounds scanty. I don't know the details of the plan. I haven't focused on the plan right now, but thanks for the hype. All right. My dog is in Colorado. And probably not the same person you're thinking of. What used to be my dog, under a new name. I gave up a puppy about a month after I got him. What do you say to people who says this is a plandemic? Okay. What do I say to them? I've never had anybody say that to me, so I don't know for sure what I would say to them, but I'd start with citation or get the fuck out. What's a hype train? When people gift a bunch of subs and a bunch of people sub? That's exactly it, so far as I know. I'm nowhere I don't know enough about Twitch. I do a lot of gaming, but I'm going to do some gaming just as soon as I get this thing set up here. Weird. Oh, let's see. It's kind of normal on Twitch to drop in without a hi. So I've seen. Essentially means people are giving you a bunch of money in a short period of time and they get emotes for the more they give. Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't, yeah. I've drained to 45 million. Now that would be fucking hilarious, but I'm pretty sure that'd set a record. Not just for me. I mean, like for everybody anywhere. Hello, Matt from Croatia. Hope your day's going fine. It's going great. All right. Holy crap. The custom backdrop that I put on my desktop on the other laptop, the one that I had to return, it's already installed on this laptop I just bought. Because as soon as Microsoft updated went online, it like got my preferences. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. It's grabbing all the Windows updatey stuff. Have you read up on or commented all on the Dave Ramsey company firing people for having premarital sex? This is the first I've heard of it that I can recall. I don't even know what the Dave Ramsey company is. Why do I feel like I used to know that? I don't know now. Oh, okay. We might be playing Isaac Repentance in a bit. Right now, I'm going to switch it so we're playing some Geoguessr. Just because. There we go. All right, there we go. Probably going to be some restarts and other stuff on the other laptop. What else? Boom, boom, boom. My first shot last week, waiting on word to receive the second. Awesome, Special Agent. I am now fully vaccinated. Thank you for your comments to my circ questions the last couple of weeks on the line. I appreciate it. Ice Claw 526 there. Awesome. Been waiting. Thank you. Thank you. The world's worst. It's awesome. So, yeah, I got Choo Choo Level 4 Hype Train. All right. Then I need to hit that button, and then I need to hit that button. And then over here, we go big and screening. And over here, we recrop me. And now we're good for Geoguessr. All right. I'm open to doing other maps sometime because I realize we do diverse world every time, but goddamn, it's a big old diverse world. And this is South Africa. Well, how about I tell you a story about the world R708, Marquardt and Wingberg. There's R709, R702, and R708's right there. There's Wingberg. Okay. And so hang on. We got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. So Wingberg, when we're looking north, Wingberg is west. So Marquardt. So there's the two cities. So we're at some intersection along this. Let me there's a little road heading south to Excelsior. There's Excelsior there. That could be almost any of these. I'm going to go with that. Just because it's the one that seems most straight to Excelsior. I have no idea how... I wish it told us how far we were to Windberg. But when we look south, we can see that. And that's right there. That's that plateau right there. So it's either here or here. Without a mile marker, I'm not going to be able to get any closer. So 56 yards. Nailed it. Nailed it. I was just on the wrong side of this road. Play the game in South Africa right there. And whoever said Lesotho, we weren't too far from Lesotho. We're maybe 60, 70 miles. But that is an outstanding 5,000 pointer right there. Man, this thing's still waiting to restart. It's probably going to be hours before I get that thing all set up to actually test. But Lesotho is objectively the best country. It's pretty good. How far out can I see? Okay, I have to be in that far to be able to at least see Windberg. So that lets me know kind of a good level for most signs. All right, so we got next round, round 2. Uh-oh. This does not feel like South Africa, although the yellow's here. Driving on the left, although this may be with that white line. Old beachy rail trail. Gosh, the street signs look not dissimilar to U.S. signs, but we're not in the U.S. Yeah, it's a sign had it slowing down to 75 kilometers. I think y'all something. Should have checked the license plates as we pass those people to see if they were EU license plates, because I'm feeling EU now. left driving things in meters and kilometers. And let me see if I can find out. It's not EU, I don't think. I think we're in New Zealand. We got 2 minutes left. This really feels like New Zealand, but like not an area that I've been. So just at a wild ass guess, I'm going to say South Island and go somewhere out here. But I think maybe we're in South Australia. It's free range eggs. C-155, Kawaran Rest. Are there sea roads down here? I could be way wrong. Well, with no sea there, I'm going to say it's Australia but those are A roads. C-155. Fuck, I got 27 seconds left and none of this shit makes any sense. Are we anywhere here where there would be sea roads like Madagascar? I don't know. Oh my God. We were just outside of Melbourne. 2,300 points. Man, if I'd have zoomed in that far, there's no way I would have looked down there. I mean, for some reason I knew we felt southern, but. Yeah, what the hell? You posted an actual address? You had to have Googled that. Glad I didn't use your information. Oh, let's see. It powered down. Okay, working on updates. Do not turn off your computer. Good. All right, next round. This is round 3. Feels France. Belgium. Oh, now it doesn't. I feel like I've been here. There won't be a 2021 back cruise. Or there's almost certainly not going to be. Le Provençal. I've been here before. Like in Geoguessr, I've been here before. I can't remember where the hell this is. Whoops. Is this Malta? Okay, I don't think it's Malta, or I would have seen one of the names by now. We're on the coast of something somewhere. A minute and a half left. Oh, I don't know. I've been all over. I'm gonna have to drop kind of like. So it feels like we're close to on the coast somewhere. I'm just gonna drop there. Okay. Well, we were out here in Sardinia, but I don't think I'd have found that at all. 325 miles. Not the worst ever. Like, you got more points for that than you got for the Australia answer. Well, I was closer. All right, let me. It needs another restart. We're probably going to get several restarts. Several restarts in the near future. But here we go, round 4. Well, there's a bunch of hay bales there, but they're stacked up. Got a big empty field and a crappy road, but what looks like an amazing hedgerow right there. My initial, without moving, without doing anything, says we're out somewhere out here in Belgium. But I could be way, way, way wrong. That hedgerow is gorgeous. Somebody really set that up nicely. Is it going to give me any kind of good look at it? Yeah, they're round bales. Okay, D156 in Oisi. I don't think we get the D roads here in Belgium. This could be UK-ish. And just a weird name. We're definitely in EU. Can you give me some other signs? D156 in France. All right, well, I'm going to have to dig in to where we just see the D and try to find D156. 150, 170. I mean, even just looking for D156 may turn out to be really difficult, but 130. Oh, there's 155. Do you put 156 anywhere near 155? 175, 137. Hang on. $60, 148, 150. It's 169. Well, I said Belgium right off the top, but oh, well, I got 5 seconds left, so only 5 seconds left, and I dropped 62 miles away for 4,737 points. Not bad. Yeah, it's doing updates. Well, it wasn't Belgium. You're correct. It wasn't. All right. Round 5. Japan. And not the best part. T-Bug, are you just Googling shit? Because why would you do that? Especially after we've said this. This is not Japan. This is China, but it's probably not going to be mainland China. But Highway 11. This could be Taiwan. Matter of fact, I think that's more likely right now to start with. But let's see if Taiwan has blue-colored Highway 11. Because I think that's accurate. Yep, there's Highway 11 right there. Runs along the coast. So we want to find, I'm going to drop here in case we lose time, but there's Changbin right there. It's 36 kilometers from that, and we are 20 or 121 from Taitung. So there's Taitung. So that's 150. So we're a fifth of the way between those. Whoops. Somewhere around here. Let's see. See what we can find that might be able to narrow this down a little bit more. Well, there's another sign right there, if it's not blurred. Okay. It's 36, 121. We are nestled in. Let's see, I'm heading south. Heading south, and the water's on my left. Yes. And off to my right, I have a town. Okay, so north of me, I have that turn. See if it says anything about where else to go. Yes, it does. Although I don't see any of those names. So it's, oh, there's Guangfu there. So that's to the left when I'm going north. That can't be right. We need to be down here. Because we know we're between those. So all right, let's see what else we can find. Because this is right here, I think. But I can't tell for sure. And I don't see the curve here. When heading north, I don't see the strong curve. That could be... Well, we know, yeah, we had to be really close. There you go, 26 miles. Oh, yeah, there's the curve right there. Yeah, I was wrong to assume we were between Changbin and Taitung because all it did is tell us the distances to it. And so, yeah, it makes sense that we would be that much further north, which puts us right there at 11B where we're heading out to Guangzhou. I would have had, that would have been 5,000 points. I was literally planted like right here a while ago, but yeah, it's not terrible. At least we figured out it was Taiwan. That game's done. All right. Okay, it's doing another restart. I'll do another one of these. Play the same map again. Yes, as a matter of fact, I will play the same map again. Sorry, this thing is doing its restarts, and it's not being super fast about it. And because I haven't changed any of its settings, it like immediately goes to sleep. It's doing a firmware update. So are you going to be using Streamlabs on that laptop too, or just normal OBS? I'm curious if that laptop would have the same sub-notification problems you get on your desktop. Well, I don't know that I had spent any time thinking about trying to stream from that laptop. Probably only going to be streaming when I'm here. I don't imagine that I'll be Twitch streaming, or at least not much, when I'm on the road. Now, I'll probably use that as a video input over here on my switcher. And it may be the case that I'll try using it running Streamlabs. I can test it. Yeah. I got there eventually. All right, so the laptop is updating the system BIOS and firmware, and it's at 32%, and I like to pay attention to this. So let's start a game. Round one, there's those same radio towers. Is this South Africa, or it's Africa? I'm used to seeing those radio towers. In like Ghana, and Sunnyside thinks we're in Lesotho. I wouldn't know. I have no way to tell until I see some information. Like here's a named place. No, we are not in any of those places. Wow. They spelled Lesotho way wrong. Yeah, I'm thinking we're out here in Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan or something along those lines. Although that doesn't look quite the same. We're driving on the right. This is, wow. In Soviet Russia, Geoguessr finds you. That's one of the funniest things. All right. Let's see what this says. Hang on, I'm getting a bunch of message notifications. I'm gonna stick with my initial thought. And say we're out here somewhere. So this is east-west. That's my best guess. And it's for a whole bunch of really strange reasons. But okay, only 27 seconds left. It's not Mongolia. Google car is wrong. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm just going to guess. 609 miles away. We were actually just in Russia, just north of Mongolia. I almost went north of Mongolia, but because that's where we were last time, it looked like this. But for some reason, I thought we were. Look down on the Google car. Well, you can't always see it, but I'll try. Okay, hang on. Cool. Windows is up to date. All right. After this game, I'm gonna take a break just to help set up this laptop a little bit and test stuff. But all right, let's play the next round. That was not great. Lichtenberg, Ottosdal. We're in South Africa again. Is that right? It's not telling me a street. The 5%ers. Are they related to the 2x2s? I mean, it sounds familiar, but I could be confusing it with any number of different things. But okay, there's Lichtenberg. So we have Lichtenberg and Ottosdal, and Lichtenberg is going to be north of us. And okay, there's Ottosdal. And all right, so let's look at this. We've got kind of a north-south highway. We're going kind of northeasty. So Lichtenberg is north, Ottosdal is south, which means we're somewhere in this vicinity. And east of us is Holfontein. Where the hell is Holfontein? Trying to gauge it on what towns they're actually showing and stuff. There's 15. This one just kind of tees up right here. I don't know how prominent this road behind me is. Not very. There's no distance markers. Look at this other sign real quick. Yeah, it's that town name. Holfentine. Like when I'm heading south on this road, turning left should go off to Holfentine. And I don't see Holfentine anywhere. I found several others, but I'm not seeing Holfentine. So all I can do is go where there's a T intersection off to that side with a field on the other side. That's kind of what we got. We definitely found it R505, but here's another one saying turn here to go to Holfentine. And for the life of me, I can't find Holfentine. I found Wittfontein. Well, I was at the right spot, 5 yards from the correct location. 5 yards. 5,000 points. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I nuked it out, but I really want to see where is this Holfentine. It'd have to be on this road, and I guess it's just not a place that they bothered to label, and yet there's multiple signs for it. Well, I'm glad we found it. I mean, that's a good 5,000 pointer. Hang on, I need to pop up this for just a second. I'm still here. Just pulling up a file. setting up Steam on the laptop. And then I'll set it to download Binding of Isaac. Windows Update has already completed, including a firmware and BIOS update. That's good. I know you guys can't see anything. And I'm going to fix that right about now. Did you hear about Josh Duggar being caught with kitty porn? We just heard about that, actually. Is that going to be my hang-up? No, not really. I don't think it's all that surprising or interesting. All right. They put the BRB screen back up again. And over here. All right. So Steam is now set up on the laptop, and I'm getting a handful of messages. My niece had surgery and is recovering and feels better, but is still a little sore. All right. 10 years ago, he did stuff to his sisters. Yeah, I'd heard about that too. Let's see. My Christian fundamentalist father-in-law is paying for my education. He knows I'm becoming a teacher, but does not know I'll be a middle school science teacher who will likely lead children away from religious thinking. Do you think his repressive household played a role in him getting into this shit? I have no idea how or why somebody gets into the things that they're into. I don't know that I could blame it. Okay, how do I stop using it entirely? Am I still on that? No. We are going to finish that game. There we go. Okay, so now I'm installing Isaac over on the new laptop. Do you consider there to be different levels of wrong? With this discussion, I would give examples of 65 and 8-year-old or 19 and 17-year-olds. Well, first of all, the age difference has nothing to do with whether or not you're doing something consensual or not. But yeah, there are different, like, there are things that are worse than others. Killing 20 people is worse than killing 4 people, which is worse than killing 1 person, but they're all wrong. So what difference does it make? I mean, things can be more wrong, but once they're on the wrong side of right and wrong, that's it. They're wrong. All right. I'm doing my first test. I've unplugged the laptop so it's no longer, so now it's running on battery power. I'm trying to launch Isaac on here and see what it does. Good. Okay. I'm going to pause and go big screen for a second. I'm not going to fix the cropping. I just wanted you to see me big. So here's what's happened. I used to be the lead engineer for Dell Workstation motherboards back in the late 90s, around 2000. So I know a good deal about computer hardware. When I was the lead engineer for Dell Workstation motherboard functional testing. So we knew about testing and putting scripts together and all this, and I did tons of hardware testing. I also worked in Dell manufacturing diags for a couple of years before that. And then after I left there, I was doing software QA for a number of different companies. While I haven't kept up with the tech industry and the tech field on everything, I've built almost all of my computers up until this Alienware that I've got under the desk. I've built all the rest of myself since 97, whatever. And I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not up to date on everything. So I bought the Razer laptop. The first one had a cracked screen. I sent it back. The second one shows up. It runs awesome on power, but when it's on battery, I tried to play the Binding of Isaac, figuring this is not a particularly graphics intensive game, although it can be. But it's not like trying to run Doom Eternal on Ultra or something. So I'm playing Binding of Isaac and I unplug it. And Binding of Isaac, there's an in-game clock that you can watch it tick. 1, 2, 3. Well, instead of it being 1 for every 1 second, the in-game clock was ticking 1 time every 2 seconds. And I have a video that I took holding up my phone with a stopwatch directly above the in-game timer, and it was ticking 1 every 2 seconds. I went through and I changed the power settings on the computer to make sure that it was maximizing performance even on battery. And I did a bunch of troubleshooting. It also failed to pass the PC Mark test several times. Where is that? Because I want to get that installed. Okay. I know I stopped in the middle of the story. That's because I need to get 3D Mark installed on there. So that I can benchmark this thing. There we go. All right, so that's installing, and that'll be good to benchmark. So after I changed the power settings, I tested it out. It was definitely running differently on power than it was on battery. And after doing all the troubleshooting, I contacted their tech support. Now, this is a multi-day, it's almost a week, and it was a mess. Tier 1 tech support has me run a bunch of diagnostics and send him the details. And eventually he comes back with, yeah, you do understand that when the new gaming laptops switch to battery power, they turn off the RTX cards and just default back to the integrated Intel HD. And I'm like, yes, I'm aware of that. But this is a game from 2016, and even the Intel integrated HD card should be able to run it just fine, and at least not at half speed. There would be something else, It doesn't make sense. So when I said, are you telling me this is working as expected? And they wouldn't say that. And I said, then you need to connect me with Tier 2 tech support. So I'm on with the Tier 2 tech support, He has me run a BIOS update, which knocks me off of chat, and so I connect to chat on my other machine right at a minute later, and I get somebody else entirely. I give them my case number. They take 5 minutes to 10 minutes to get back to me about the case number thing, and they tell me that the person I was talking to is no longer available. And I'm like, hang on, your tier 2 tech support person that I was just chatting with 1 minute ago is no longer available. How many fucking tech support calls are they taking here? So they tell me somebody will call me back, and I said, hey, my brother's in town for the weekend. Have them contact me on Monday. All of Monday goes by. I hear from nobody. Tuesday morning, I hear from a tier 2 tech person that wants to redo the steps that we've already done. And I replied, and they tried to get me to do something that wasn't even possible. I replied to them. I didn't hear anything else on Tuesday. I didn't hear anything on Wednesday. And on Thursday, I got yet another Tech 2 or Tier 2 support person coming back with, yeah, this is working as expected. And so now I'm on a mission. I've already proved that they're wrong, that they're full of shit, because I returned their laptop and I went out and bought their competitor's laptop with the same processor, graphics card setup, same operating system. And I just ran the test, and they're fucking wrong. So Razer lost business, and because of the terrible tech support and the hoops that I had to jump through, there's a lot of little things that I have chronicled that I'm not going to go into here. I'm probably going to put up a video to 145,000 subscribers about how I can't rely on Razer anymore. But yeah, I think it was several. So I don't mean to insult anybody. I've worked every aspect of this. Tech support, especially tier 1 tech support, is used to dealing with people who know nothing about their computer. People who are like, where do I go to type this in? They don't have to be experts. They don't have to know a great deal about things. Then your tier 2 tech support, or however many tiers you have, eventually you get to, you get to the, to someone who has an understanding of what's going on. I'd almost rather, that I'd pay for super tech support so that instead of talking to tech support team, I can actually talk to the dev team, because they will have known about this. Nobody in tech support could have grabbed a Razer model that's similar to mine and installed Steam and Isaac to see if it's happening on theirs, because if it was happening on theirs, that worked fine on battery. Yeah. All right. So I do still have a Razer mouse. This is the Basilisk, which I like. I like a lot. So good for them for making a peripheral utility. We will get back to the game. I'm really close. Yes, this is my brain in a vat shirt with me down below saying, I don't know and you don't either. You can't get them anymore, just before you guys ask. All right, let me see. It says when he's called tech support, the best tech support people have almost always been women. I think it's because they know that a lot of people won't take them seriously unless they're right the first time. Yeah, could be. got the Logitech G Pro Superlight. Well, I'm using a Logitech G502 mouse and G510 keyboard that I've had for ages, and I love them. My mouse is the Razer Basilisk, which is almost identical to the G502. It's just a lot lighter. But yes, I know I need to do a restart. I'm waiting for it to be done. Is there a good Oh, hang on. Yeah, it is all just steps. In 2007, I attended and dropped out of Tennessee Temple University because they were a different kind of Baptist than I was. Wow. Is there a good response to the God is goodness, it's his nature when trying to dodge the youth fro dilemma? Well, I don't know that. So making assertions about God or God's character don't get us anywhere. You'd have to actually prove it. But saying God is goodness, it's his nature, doesn't in any way get around a youth fro dilemma. It just amplifies it. Okay. Hope you're doing great, Matt. Love what you're doing. Thanks. All right, let's do the next round here in Geoguessr. Where's my mouse at? There it is. Play next round. This is round 3. Driving on the right. Got a mix of palms and everything else. So Malaysia, Philippines. Yeah, we're in Malaysia. At least I'm pretty sure we're in Malaysia. I think. .id. I don't know what the top level domain is. Maybe .co.id. Is that Indonesia? I mean, I thought we were in Malaysia, but if we're in Indonesia, that's fine too. But do we have a city at all? Selamatdatang Kampung. Bang Sri Kudus. I genuinely, I don't know how to get any closer than that right now. Without something popping up to say, hey, here's the highway or the major city. I'd just be glad we figured out we were in Indonesia and that I'm not sure where. Yeah, there's like 23 seconds left, and I don't have the first damn clue. Although, right here we'll find like a highway sign. Yeah. Bank Street, Tay. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, are we down here? Because it tend to be Banj up here and Bang down here, but I never can tell when we're in Java. All right. Well, even if we'd have zoomed in over here, we wouldn't have seen any name. Oh, Kudus. We would have seen Kudus. Damn it. That would have been nice. All right. Let me change a couple things on the laptop here. Okay. Okay. The new laptop is going to run a benchmark, and then I'll probably mess around with its settings and stuff. All right, round 4. This right off the bat feels like Ukraine. I'm probably way wrong. Matter of fact, I'm going to go Latvia just because we're almost never there. But let's see. It's EU from license plate. This is very run down. That's not the language I was expecting, really, on that sign. H. Zudermano. See what I mean? I don't think we're in Pigusrbai. Yeah, we're not Ukraine. Was I right dropping in Latvia? Did I just guess? I mean, okay, Estonia. Latvia has the lines over the letters like that. Let's see what else we can find. Because now I feel like I'm in Hungary. That's so funny. A minute ago, I feel like I'm in Latvia. Now I feel like I'm in Hungary. Okay, driving on the right. Streets. Zalgirio. Well, now we're out in the main part of town. So maybe we'll find something. Maybe we'll find a top level domain. Swedbank. Minute 40 left. Okay, I think I see a top level domain over here on this sign. Nope. I haven't seen anything that would give me enough to update my previous guess. No top level domains. Nothing that says, welcome to this town. We started off in a really, really bad area. And now all this is beautiful. Oh. Crap. I currently dropped in Latvia because I'll go Lithuania. All right, we were 103 miles away. So we were in Lithuania. Right over there. Did I see Richard Dawkins' new tweet about transgender wars today? Yes, I saw that he tweeted something. I have not reviewed it at all because I've been busy. All right, now it's running the benchmark. Before it was just sitting there on there. All right, final round. This could be Texas. It could still be Texas. No, we're driving on the left. It's not Texas. Okay. So, are we back in South Africa? No, we've got fir trees. Okay. We're in New Zealand again. Welcome to Bullingarook. It's like Australia, New Zealand. I don't know. Oh, shit. All right. I don't know where Bullingarook is, but my first thing was Aussie, New Zealand, somewhere in that area. Let me turn into here and see if Bullingarook. Okay, let me go over here to Straya. Can't believe there's not someone in here that knows exactly where Bullingarook is. Is it a state park? Got a minute 20. All right. Well, first I'll just drop out there. But yeah, finding a highway sign or something else is going to be important. We're heading north. There's Bullingarook Land Care Group is active in this area. I should have stuck with my gut. Every time something looks strange, it's because we're right outside of Melbourne. There we go, Bullingarook. 25-21. Not grand. 17,000. That's really bad. All right. In that case, tell you what, the benchmark is just about done. Well, I missed that message, Jimmy, or that message got in late. But thank you. Tell you what I am going to do, at least one of. That's I'm going to play a game of chess. So if you have an account at chess.com or you make an account and you want to challenge me, it's Matt_Dillahunty, and I'll accept any challenges 5 minutes or less. Let me know in chat if you're going to challenge me, and then I'll try and save a space for you. In the meantime, I'm going to play random people. And I may not play much at all. It just depends on how well my brain's working. Hmm. Open that up. Please don't see it. I just forked 3 pieces. 2 rooks and a queen. What are you going to do? Check me? Let's say that. Damn it. I lost track of time. Okay. Here comes earnings. There we go. Accept. Oh my. Massive rating difference here. Am I playing Sedan 3? By the way, don't ever suggest moves. It's fucking cheating. No, you're not fucking commentating. Knock it the fuck off. Holy crap, I won. Thank you, Zernix. Good game. There was a one coming in. Is this Sedan 3? Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure I got your game in before I left, so. Yeah, I am better than 1,000. Not much better, but I'm better. One of the things that happened is I played a bunch of 30-second chess and ran my rating down because I was just over 1,100. Yeah, I was just over 1,100, and then I played a bunch of 30-second chess and ran it down a little bit. When I really study, I think I'm probably in classical, maybe 1,600, maybe if I'm. I mean, I might be pushing. It's hard to tell because I don't spend any time studying it. But I have some thoughts, and occasionally I make a decent move. I'm definitely not secretly Hikaru. And a good thing, too. Oh, I've got like 2 minutes left. Okay, that benchmark ran with no problems. Yeah, sure. If our computers are overpriced now, is that bad? There is a chip shortage. I don't know all the details on it, though. I know my nephew's been waiting for a replacement PC. Nice try. Do I enjoy other turn-based strategy games? I love all kinds of games. I have a lot of abstract strategy games in my game collection. Let's see. What's the right move here? I think it's bishop takes. And then we go Pawn takes. Because if queen takes, we've removed the guard. Well, we removed the guard and the queen didn't take, so I'll take another free piece. Hang on, let's check. Boom. Okay. All right, here's the drummer. Good game, by the way. Thank you so much. What's the time control? 3 minutes? Okay. Have you ever watched Geoguessr Tank play 15-second chess blindfolded? It's absolutely crazy. I have not done that blindfolded, but yeah. I mean, I have not seen that done blindfolded. That's scary impressive. I've watched quite a bit of blindfolded chess, though. Wow, that's actually really good. Didn't see that at all. Why did I not see that? Oh, because it was guarded a minute ago, and I unguarded it like a double dumbass and set up for a potential triple fork like a dumbass. So, yeah, let's do that first. Wow, how bad can I play? Good move. Oh my God, and there's another fork coming. Well, I think that was a bad move. I could be wrong, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it later. But taking that out with the other knight and getting the bishop there, doing that move first forces this knight move. And then you would end up with a bishop on g3 that I capture with the f pawn, and then your knight comes in and forks the 2 rooks. I think that may have been a better path, but I don't know. And I'm not the guy that's rated 2,000 here, so. Oh my God. You're just being nice now. You're just being nice. Oh my God, I used too much time. My apologies, Nicola Drummer. Good game. And yeah. I think I saw that middle exchange differently, where if you'd have started with the pawn, you'd have ended up with a knight on g3, forking the 2 rooks. But good game for a London game. It was a bash. I love the London. And I play kind of an accelerated, aggressive London on occasion. All right, well, that's all the chess we're doing today, especially since I don't think I changed the stream. Yeah, the stream still says Geoguessr, so somebody's going to be mad about that. I'm surprised I haven't gotten bitched at already. But there you go. All right, I'm going to do some work on the new laptop and getting it set up and everything the way I want it. I'm also going to record some information. Yeah, we'll see. The new laptop apparently works great plugged in or unplugged, and so Razer's tech support was full of shit, and I'll be pointing that out. But anyway, well, the laptop has nothing to do with the issues that I was having, because the laptop wasn't being used for any of the stuff related to streaming. The laptop is so that I can do the shows on the road. But all the tech issues have been solved by adding in new hardware like the A10 Mini Pro and all that stuff. Just listening to ramble or tell stories would be great and reading chat in between. Well, thank you. I like it. What's the brand? It's a Dell G7, a 17-inch G7. But yeah, I've got some things to tweak on it. No. I've streamed for like 2.5 hours. I might be back on either later tonight or tomorrow. Not you, Razer's Edge, the actual Razer company. But they could have had the money for a great laptop and a representative saying, look at my awesome Razer laptop to 145,000 followers. Scott Hall takes offense to the company name. Instead, they decided to have really shoddy tech support and try to tell me that a broken laptop was working as expected. Well, if I just proved them wrong, here's another laptop identically equipped that does not suffer from that problem. So, yeah, I'll be having some fun with that, but I'm going to go get this laptop set up all the way I want it, take off all the shit that Dell installs and that I don't want there, so that I'm as close to a clean install as possible. Then I will set up a restore point, and from there, my laptop will be good to go. I should probably set a restore point right now, but no, I'm not getting a Dell sponsorship. I worked for them for a number of years, and then I contracted there as well. Did I tell them I was done? Yes, when they finally got back to me again this morning, I said, too late. I've already asked Amazon for a refund, and I've boxed it up, and I've dropped it off. Yeah, I might be back on later tonight. Kind of doubt it, considering it's like 6:20 here. But there's a good chance I'll stream tomorrow. By the way, promoting Atheist Experience Network stuff. There's an episode of Truth Wanted on tonight. I'm assuming it's new. Let me check. YouTube. Truth Wanted is Puck and God is Gray. Yeah, coming up in 40 minutes. So it's an episode of Truth Wanted with a different, with a host filling in for Dan. So yeah, you should be able to check that out. But anyway, I'll probably see most of you tomorrow, or some of you tomorrow, unless I stream late tonight, but I don't think that's really all that likely. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to anybody who subscribed or donated or shared some bits or commented or helped out in any way. Please be safe. Follow the health guidelines in your area from experts, not from Joe Rogan and other idiots who like to offer their opinion when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But we'll see you next time.